Hey parents, if you've got teens that are struggling with self-gratification, this message is for you.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of times we have, especially parents with boys, we have situations where we realize that maybe there's some shame in their life and we can't figure out where it's from, or maybe even fear or anger. Anger is a big one. But you know, maybe you've caught them in some lies and you're just seeing some things happen. You'd be surprised how much self-gratification, that is a spirit where it can hide. And of course, just like any demonic spirit, it wants to hide out and not be detected. And typically what it looks like is, I'm going to say some key words, so if they're listening, you might want to cover their ears, but it looks like masturbation. It looks like them doing things at night, wet dreams. We've heard so many different things, and we just have heard for so much of our lives, especially growing up, that hey, that's natural, that's supposed to happen. Not so. That's not the case. It's something that it's actually a spirit. And what are those two spirits called?
Well, it's a spiritual encounter, and these spirits, the two demonic spirits, have names, and they're called incubus and succubus. And there's a male form, and then there's a female form, and it's causing them to have these certain type of dreams, you know, certain type of fantasy type dreams that's causing them to release, you know, nocturnal emissions and things like that. And so, but these spirits can be cast out, you know, so you can reach out to us to help you do that. Obviously, all that stuff is free, but reach out to us because we want to be able to help in that process. Hey guys, Tim Avery here with Visual Testaments. I know we're talking heavy about inner healing and deliverance. So my book is a journey about my personal inner healing and deliverance and how God has walked me through that. So if you're interested in learning more about that, my story and how my deliverance, check my book out, Touched by My Father. Get it on Amazon today.
And I do want to point out that it's not just boys. Girls go through the same issue. And so a lot of times they may, if they trust you enough, they may have come to you and said, hey, I'm having some weird dreams of having sex with someone, or it's not.
Maybe if they're embarrassed to even say something like that.
They may be very well embarrassed and they're not saying anything to you, which then plays out where the spirit of anger has come out, or shame or anything that you're like, it doesn't even necessarily have to make sense. What the doors have been open and now other spirits are coming in, and that's how it could be, that simple door of self-gratification and the spirits of self-gratification that are involved. And so we just want to encourage you, those spirits can be cast out. Make sure you comment if you've seen something like this, or you have a feeling your teens are going through something like this. If they're struggling with it, they don't have to. And a lot of times they think it's just something natural, so they deal with it.
As a parent, what to do. You know, and that's something that you could reach out to us, like Dawna is saying. You know, and also I would just say this: just be cognizant, be aware of what your teens are watching, what they're looking at. You know, so if you maybe you caught them looking at something, or you walked in on them watching or looking at something that you know that they shouldn't have, these call like open doors, and these invite these demonic presence or evil spirits to come in to cohabitate inside them to cause them to think of these thoughts on a regular basis. And so it's just opening themselves up to stuff like that. So good. So just be mindful of that. So like Donna's saying, these things can be dealt with.
They can
reach out to us. And so we give them a way to contact us.
Just make sure that you comment below. You can even email info@visualtestaments.com, and we'll be happy to help. But you do not have to live with this in your household, and you don't have to have conversations where they're experiencing stuff like this, or even night terrors or anything like that. There is freedom for them to be had, so let's make sure that they are aware of that. Love you guys.